Aye mano opale amagala poja umura hajima trobo ya fofo wafona mao waflaga dadi lo plano ataka numala jizo muna niu numanya garaka Majedemira, well, I get them here. Imali farmer, you know, why is that? You know, my adios, you forgot. Well, I get them here. Imali farmer, you know, why is that? My adios, you forgot. Shadava Poto Fanayo, Ikaje Mano, Opale, Mama Posha, Umura, Ashima Troboa. Yafo, Babanama, Fasaga, Daddy, Blow, Plano, Taka, Numara, Jomana, you, Numania, Karaka. Jomana, Numara, Karaka.
Yes, our bloody mouse. Yes, greetings. Yes, Apalu Hagiaro, Afinyaja let's immerse ourselves into some Apalu songs. Apalu song. That is how the barbarians call it. Apalu, because it is not their culture. Please let me know if the sound is okay. Those who are watching me, let me know if the sound and everything is okay. Yes, because today we have enough to say. We have enough to reason, so we have enough to do. We have enough teachings to do. Yes, kindly let me know if the sound is okay, then we can take it up from there. Yes, I took much love, yeah. Yes, if you are looking for the original, the authentic African spiritual knowledge system, there's no way to look than here. Trust me. Yeah? Okay, the sound is good. Very well, very okay. Yes, thank you. I like it.
Tetula Clevo. But people are talking them with a teacher. But I think you have tomato pop. I'm a complaint. I'm going to beat you. But because the corona is like we don't know how to do. So complaint will be not so. But Tetula. If you're feeling good, if you're coming, you are there. See, like you call.
So,
I'll be open one day. I am a blenamo. Hey, I'm a blenamo. I found a gold. Hey, I'm a blenamo, better. I found a gold. I found a young Draco. I found a voodoo. Ekele no mu je fetoma kaka dimbo alele olomi la hola ade banjiri aona menye baro banjiri obe afandra komenye balo banjiri Aona menye balo banti. Obe afandra komenye balo banti. Aona menye bala banti. Awo no blena wane jenu wolo. Tado kwenu anu huwela. Afanya me blena no. Hey, I'm a blenamo. I found a gold. Hey, I'm a blenamo, better. I found a gold. I found a Draco. Fafa, the food you are met. Make a momu jafetuma. Mama, Mama, just Mama tume na kweli koma umne betala umne koko na kweli koma umne nyama tuna nyama umne na kweli koma umne
Bavi na viobo sa boga kama kula. Toko zuko ba fubedi na kesida kono vya nemi tuwa wado. Ngondoro uji watan dia go woni konjo. Papa so bro mu hangama. Beli manye so mo yana suto woto la beno. Emule do. Agbenu ye sera mo na e. Gudabra mo vide. Agbenu ye sera mo na e. Gudabra mo vide. Agbenu ye sera mo na e. Gudabra mo vide. Agbenu ye sera mo na e. Gudabra mo vide. Boli gudabra mo vide. Boli gudabra mo vide. Agbenu ye sera mo na e. Gudabra mo vide. Agree sur le porteur de quelle aïe. Quand me le placé, le chiwa, maou maron, top bio maron, et mon nom de sérito, ne ne pas lui bloquer. Fa, alléluia. Alléluia.
Acce. Oof. Grand Rising, folks. First and foremost, let me use this opportunity to thank the universe and to acknowledge the 4 elements of creation: the land, the water, the air, and the fire. Let me also use this opportunity to acknowledge our great ancestors who have managed to put these knowledge systems into our sun disks, into our DNA. No matter how the enemy tries to destroy it, it always gets revealed to his people, his chosen priesthood nation. Yes, we acknowledge. And let me also use this opportunity to greet, some few people. Atoko Amina, much love, Constant, Ahoto, much love. Yes, and to all my followers, to everyone who is following me right now, much love to all of you. Yes, much love to everyone who is tuning. Yes, we are streaming on 3 platforms right now. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Yes, because this teachings and this message must go far. Yes, Nirani, still the fearless. That is what I don't want to hear. Still the fearless. Yes, you can't take that away from us. Royal love and respect. Yes, to all my followers on the TikTok, much love. Yes, and Facebook, YouTube, and all other social media networks. Much love and enough respect to all of you. Yes, today we are going to handle a very controversial topic. A very controversial topic. Yes, my brother Dollar, Aram, if you enough respect, I believe all the German people, everyone doing great. Yes, my dear sister, my dear, the goddess herself, MFR, enough respect to everyone who have joined this discussion or these teachings or this presentation. Royal love and respect from me. Now, as I said, today's topic is a very controversial one. And it's like we need to be honest and straightforward with ourselves. As much as we come to condemn the Abrahamic religions, that is Christianity, Judaism, Islam, we must also do well to bring sanity to our own homes or houses or in our own spirituality. Yes, we can't always trying to expose others from the Abrahamic religion, and we keep mute for the rots that are going within our own system. If we do that, it means we are not balanced. Yes, it has become very, very necessary to see or to do this presentation, because social media now has become a very powerful tool. Like one of my dear sisters would say, oh, yes, God bless social media. Yes, through social media, some of us have met great people. Some of us have learned from each other. Some of them, a lot of us happen meeting ourselves on social media. Though some of us have decided to turn our pages into a platform or into a lecture hall to teach our people. Now, we must all admit that in recent times, due to some of our great teachings, a lot of people are living the Abrahamic religions, and they are turning back, or they are coming back into our African spirituality. They are coming back. Some of our people in court who claim, let me put it that way, who claim they are priests and priestesses, are also taking advantage of people who wants to come home, or who wants to come back to their spirituality. In the recent time, it is crazy on TikTok, where you see people parading themselves as masters of soul travel. And even to the point that it has turned to a social media warfare. And the sad thing is that all those who are making the noise, claiming to be priestesses of soul travel in court and blah, 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 know nothing about it. They don't know nothing. We are all playing with English language. Yes. We are all playing, they are all playing with the English language. So this presentation that I am about to do is for you all to be on guard, for you all to know how to go about things when it comes to this so-called soul travel thing. You see, the black man coming out of the Abrahamic religion or Eurocentric religion is serious about rediscovering ourselves. And that too has been some people, or let me say some people are also taking advantage of them. But the truth is, or the question is, must we all keep quiet when all this nonsense is going on? No, we cannot keep quiet. Now, let me start today's presentation. We're going to do a couple of readings because I have to pick up some few definitions from Google in order to do this presentation. So before I go into the African spiritual or Africa cosmic knowledge perspective, let me tackle or let me deal with the Eurocentric version where people are taking advantage of others. Now, let's look at when they say soul. We are talking, the caption is fake soul travel actors. So let's get into English and let's try to define what is the soul. And I'm going to read from these places I mentioned earlier on. So let's read. I have two definitions that I've copied for you. One, the spiritual or immaterial part of human being or animals regarded as immortal. That is the first definition. Now we go to the second definition. Emotionally or intellectual energy or intensity, especially as revealed in a work of art or artistic performance. Now, this is the definition that we've gathered from the Eurocentric language, right? Now, so from there we move on to what is soul travel, or what is the meaning of soul travel. And again, I'm going to read that again. Soul travel is a shift in awareness. Pay attention, folks. And let no one deceive you. Let no one use English language to play games with us. Soul travel is a shift in awareness, a change in consciousness, moving closer to God. Although in truth, soul doesn't actually go anywhere. Listen, no, I'm reading. This is from the Wikipedia. This is from Western or Eurocentric knowledge system. Now listen. It said, although in truth, soul doesn't actually go anywhere. Soul travel describes the experience of accepting a greater state of being. So, to qualify my understanding, it means to be elevated or to be emancipated to another level of consciousness, according to what I'm reading. Now, let me continue. The journey of the soul refers to the profound and transformative path of self-discovery. The journey of the soul refers to the profound and transformative path of self-discovery, spiritual growth, and inner exploration. It is a quest to understand one's true existence, purpose, connection with the divine, or universal consciousness, leading to a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment in life. These are the definitions that we have or about the meaning of soul travel. So when you put all these things together, you take a dictionary or you Google word by word, you understand what they are trying to say. It's a state of another level of consciousness. It has nothing to do with these charlatans on social media claiming to be doing soul travel for people by mixing concoctions and all those lies for people to drink. I'll come to that. Now, the question again is that, does soul travel have another name? Yes. Others call it astral projections or projection or astral travel. Now let me read. Astral projection, also known as astral travel, is a term used in esotericism to describe an intentional out-of-body experience that assumes the existence of a subtle body known as astral body or body of light, through which consciousness can function separately from the physical body and travel throughout the astral plane. So now you see the definitions that we've gotten from the astral projection or astral travel. If you read carefully, when you read carefully, you will understand that they are all saying the same thing, but using different vocabularies or different English sentence or language. Now, let me proceed. The idea of astral travel is ancient and occurs in multiple cultures. The term astral projection was coined and promoted in the 19th century by Theosophists. So now let me read again. The term astral projection or travel was coined and promoted in the 19th century by Theosophists. Yeah, Theosophists. Bear with me, English language now, wow, but we'll battle it. Yes. It is sometimes associated with dreams and form of meditation. So the astral projection, the term, was coined for us in the 19th century. And who did that? So now we go. Who is a theosophist? The theosophist is spelled Theosophist. I read, the Theological Society is the organizational body of Theosopher, an esoteric new religion, an esoteric new religious movement. It was founded in New York City. It was founded in the New York City, USA in 1875. So the question is, why is all this religion and their co-meaning always have their root in Europe and in Americas? It's simple because it is man-made. They created it for you to control you. It's a mind-controlling game. It has nothing to do with the divinities. It has nothing to do with the universe. Among its founders were Helena Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky, a Russian mystic and principal thinker of Theosopher movement, and Henry Steele Olcott, the society first president. So now, I believe you are getting the point I am making. So you see, astral travel, soul travel, all these terminologies that we have in English regarding to the soul travel, all these things were packaged for us in 1875. Now, if we as a people, our ancient fathers have been here for, the question is, which language did our ancient fathers use in communicating, use to master their own knowledge systems? Now, before I proceed, I want us to question ourselves. How old is the English language? Now, we all know that the letter J is about 500 years old, according to the Gregorian calendar. Now, let me read. The English language is approximately 1,400 years old. Woo. Folks, our ancient fathers by then they were all advanced. Our ancient fathers have their own system. So the English language that you and I are using today is just, according to the Gregorian calendar, is just 1,400 years old. Now, if you use the ever cosmic calendar or lunar calendar, it means that the English language is less than 400 years old. It's less than 1,000 years old. Folks, this is deep question. all of us are using English as our national language. And as a result, we all know how this has affected our local or indigenous knowledge systems. Now, let me come back home. Let's come back home, and now we deal with our knowledge system and expose the fake soul travelers actors, the soul travel actors on social media. Yes, oh, Ben Yehuda, much love, yeah. Royal respect, yeah. One soldier who has kept the fire burning of awakening burning. Yes, we'll continue to expose them, Ben Yehuda. Trust me. So, you see, now let's come back home. To our own systems, because the only way that we can change the narratives is to expose the lies that have been told by the Eurocentric knowledge system. The Chinese have their own indigenous language. They have their writing systems. The Indians, the Japanese, the Russians, the Germans, they all have their indigenous language. They are not using English. So the question again here is, how come they are developing faster than us? Folks, there is a power, there's a cosmic power behind every indigenous knowledge systems. Listen, we cannot develop trying to borrow someone's knowledge system to beat that person or to be ahead of that person. It's not possible. We borrow Western education. They even give our puppet government the sort of syllabus or curriculum that we should use in our schools. If you don't use their system, they are not going to give you grants or loans. Meanwhile, the universe has blessed Africa with numerous natural and human resources. If we have good leaders, if we should have good leaders, Africa would never borrow from the Western world. We take our gold and send it there in exchange for paper, money. And they convert our gold to make their economy strong. What we are interested, our leaders are interested in is to take our raw materials to their masters, and then they are rewarded with paper, and they use this paper to buy mansions, big houses, lands, cars, and try to live like his master. Ask yourself questions. I am not against anyone making money. But if you make your money, and let's say you have about 5, 10 cars, you alone in your house, and the people around you are languishing in poverty, are you happy with that? You see, culture made a song. Joseph Hills made a song and said, if we don't share, or if you don't share your riches with the poor, one day, the poor will share their poverty with you. How are they going to do that? Yes, may not be you, because when they are angry, an angry man is an angry man. When they come, they will target you, they will finish you. And who will suffer? The generation after you. So, if we as a people, like the way our Asian fathers did in the past, when our one father or ancestor secures a land, and his brethren or his brothers come, he gives them a very large session to stay. Because our ancestors understood that in unity there is strength. Today, go across Ghana and Africa. Land litigations have taken about 70 to 80% of our court cases, of our courts. There is no more love within our hearts. We all wanted to be called the richest men, rich folks, here and there. Whilst the people around us, they suffer. Now I read, today, some fake priests and priestesses have mastered the art of using English terminologies to defraud our innocent people who are seeking knowledge of self after moving from the Abrahamic religions. If I said Abrahamic religions, I'm talking about Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. All these religions are man-made, and that is the naked truth. You may like it or not, it will not change the truth. Are you happy hearing all the angels that came along with the Abrahamic religions having English names? So we never have angels. Let's question ourselves. Remember, I keep saying this, the man who enslaved you, the man who colonized you will never give you a God and a system that will make you strong. I read, many of them are parading themselves on social media, and they are milking people in the name of soul travel, mixing concoctions for people to drink in order to experience their type of soul travel. All these fake priests and priestesses are not performing any soul travel or astral travel for you, but rather tapping into your energy and using it to master their acts and their spirituality. Those who think I am lying about those fake people on social media, especially TikTok, who are parading themselves as priests and priestesses, are not doing you any good. They are all fake. They are all fake. Now, if you think They are not tapping into your energy for something else. Try and find out from those who have visited these people, such characters. Find out from them. And you will hear some stuff. Some their life has even gone worse. They don't even know what they are doing in life after going through the hands of these fake soul travelers or soul travel actors. We need to be wise. We need to be smart in this time around. Now, I gave the definition, or I read the definition according to Wikipedia during the beginning of my presentation. Now, again, let's come home into our own indigenous cosmic knowledge systems in connection with the so-called soul travel, and to compare and to contrast to see who are the masters of this knowledge. Yes, I keep saying that the European concept of God is false. The Eurocentric concept of God that we have been given through religion is nothing but false. The European concept of God is false and does not take you to your true knowledge self, but package of illusions. Now, before the arrival of the Europeans, we had our own knowledge systems about the following stuff that I'm going to mention. Sometimes Black people, we think that everything that we know was brought to us by Europeans. But some of you do not know that the so-called Greek philosophers, Plato and all those people, came to learn from our ancient fathers in common, or Kemet, which today is described as what? Ancient Egypt. Some of them, when they came to the temple of higher learning, they have to be circumcised in order to be admitted into the higher spiritual temple of learning. Now, the African have its own concept of creation, or the creators. I know someone will say, hey, what is he trying to say? But before you attack, relax. Take your religious emotions out and listen to reasoning. You see, in Africa, before the Europeans came, we always acknowledge the duality of the creator. We don't see the creator as he, only one person. No. We have creators. So when you go into some of our indigenous languages, let me start with our cousins. the account. When the accounts want to say or pronounce the greatness of the creators, they will say, Ochede Ampon, Kwame, Asasi Ya. You can deduce the duality of the creator from what I've just read. Ochede Ampon, Kwame. Kwame gives you the masculine energy. Right? Asasi Ya. Ya gives you the feminine energy. So you see, we always acknowledge the duality of the creator. So when you come to our brothers, the Kadambis, and even our brothers from the northern region, they also have the same understanding. That is why when you come home, you travel and you come home, when they want to welcome you, in Ewe we say, Miawezon. Though you are an individual coming, we say, Miawezon. Because in African spirituality and cosmic knowledge system, we know you are not moving alone. You are being accompanied by army of ancestors. So we say Miawezon. So our brothers, the Kadangbes, will say Ata na Nyumo. Ata gives you what? The masculine energy. Na gives you the feminine energy. So then from there, you come to my own language, the Ewe language. We say what? Mau so b li sa. The term Mau is two words put together. Yes. Ma and Wu put together. There are two words put together to give you Mau. Ma represents the feminine energy. Sorry. Ma represents the feminine energy. Nyongwode wawe mana. They reproduce. Na mata ma. Wu now, Wu gives you the masculine energy. Wu means like seed. We men, we are the seed carriers. We carry the seed and we plant. The Ma carries it and give nations out. That's the meaning of Mao. Then we have Sob, giving you the masculine energy again there. Lisa, give you the feminine energy there. So you see, across Africa, we always acknowledge the duality of the creator. We don't see him as he. Now, so if you look at the original African Trinity, it starts with the man, the woman, and the child. during the formation of the Eurocentric religion, or during the formation of Abrahamic religion, they took the feminine power from the Trinity and replaced it with a Holy Ghost or Holy Spirit. So, folks, discrimination against women started with Abrahamic religion. In African spirituality, we always acknowledge both ends. So you have priests and you have priestesses. Yes. So we always acknowledge the duality of the Creator. And not only that, our Trinity is connected to the cosmic science, to the Ra. When we say Ra, people, these European Egyptologists have really created a lot of confusion in our minds. So when we hear the word Ra, Ra is an ever language. Dig deep into Adakana and you understand. In the ancient past, our fathers, we don't pray like the way Christians will pray. No. We invoke to pray. Our ancient fathers never prayed like the way the Abrahamic religions or religious people would pray. In the past, we invoke to pray. And how do we say that in other language? We say what? Dogbe, Dogbe, Ra. And because of the coming of the Abrahamic religion, we say Dogbara, Dogbara, Dogbara. Now, Dogbe, to Dogbe, it means to invoke for something to happen. That is what our ancient fathers called, to the point that when you go to church, they say Dogbara, Dogbara, Dogbara. What is Dogbara? It's not Dogbenwa. You invoke to pray, and this happened. That is what we are talking about. So, to Dogbe Ra, to invoke Ra. What is Ra? Ra simply means the shining forces. What are the shining forces? The sun, the stars, the moon. They hold the keys to them. And that is why Midogba Ra. Instant that things happen. Praying like Christians was as a result of Europeans coming to Africa. And it has weakened and make the black man weak. And you see, again, our Trinity, which is the man, the woman, and the child, is connected with these three elements, or the shining stars or forces that I've mentioned. The man represents the sun. The moon represents the woman. Mu, Jinu. That is why the moon moves according to the woman menstrual cycle. When their ovaries or whatever they call it, female, the eggs or whatever, when it gets full and there's no fertilization, it discharges and starts new again. New ovaries, new words start coming. The same apply to the moon. When the moon starts full, when the moon gets full, it discharges and start all over again. Now, The children represent the stars. Now, I know someone will say, hey, Nufialaga is lying. But before you say that, let me take you back to the Old Testament. Perhaps it will click something in your subconscious mind. You remember the story that we were told about Joseph and his brothers who sold, according to the story, they said Joseph was sold into slavery. Now, before he was sold into slavery, according to the story, yes, I'm using the word according to the story, because you and I were not there. They say Joseph had multiple dreams. He had different type of dreams. But the last one he had, he saw the sun, the moon, and the stars bowing before him. And what did his father say? According to the story, they say his father shut him up. He said, hey, small boy, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that me, your father, representing the sun, your mother, representing the moon, and your brothers, 11 brothers, representing the stars, will bow before you? Shut up, little boy. You see, this is the original African Trinity. And this knowledge system is coded in our Alpha cosmic law or cosmic states. I'm saying this year is going to be full of power teachings, folks. And it's time some of you should start supporting, because stories like the birth of Mary, the birth of Ayesu, Christo, which today they say Jesus, Mary, they say no man had an affair with her with all. Then before he gave him birth. See, the true story is coded in our Fa. Moses being put in the basket. Abraham, or asking when going to sacrifice. All these things were not real stories that happened on earth. They are part of our far cosmic states. And I'm going to come with some serious teachings, folks. And I'm going to involve some of our seasoned Ifa priests, or Fa priests. The transportation and everything, coming to the studio, putting things together, all involves money. Knowledge is very expensive. So, yes, your support is welcome. Well, you can say I am begging, no problem. For years, I've been teaching. I've not asked anything. I am still teaching. The universe itself is connecting me to the right people. And so shall it be. So let me proceed. I don't want to divert too much from the topic. So we deal with the duality of the creators. Now, before I go, I was telling you about the Joseph goat story. So you see, all these things, some of the stories, some of the things that you heard in the Old Testament, some, though a lot of, due to mistranslation into several languages, the original meaning is gone. But they are all, the authentic ones are there. They are part of African spiritual. They are our ancient fathers who wrote those knowledge systems there. Now, what is it that the Europeans call soul? I've tried to do several research on the meaning of soul. When they say soul, you see, that is English language. There are certain languages, or there are certain things in our native language that you cannot translate into the English language. That you cannot translate into the English language. So now, how do we identify so in our indigenous languages? Now, so is what we in the Ewe language we say sir or a sir. Our brothers from Nigeria will say chi. Our Gadangbe brothers will say kla. Our cousins will say kra, mekra. Yes. The white man created his language, so he uses his own language for his own understanding. And in order to expose their lies, we need to bring down everything down to our language in order for it to make sense. Yeah, tough seed, much love, yeah. You understand? You understand? So they are using their own English language. And our crafty so-called priests and priestesses are using the soul travel thing to mine, to milk our people on social media. That the way they are doing it is not how it is being done or how it is done. There are fake people out there. Tell them, I said they are fake. If they are truly doing original, they should summon me to their temple and I will be there. And I will expose them big time. So, sa, chi, kla, kra is what the European describe as soul. Yes. Now the question is, how do you summon your sa? Say yo leki owani. How do you summon your chi, your kra, your kla? Don't let these roadside priestess and priestesses fool you because you are seeking for the truth. No. I could have chosen that path, but my path is to teach. And I cannot sit down for all these injustices going on to continue. Yes, I have thrown a challenge to all these fake soul travelers, actors on social media. They should come and tell me how do they understudy? From who do they understudy to learn this language, to learn this science, or how to do those things? They mix concoctions and stuff and give it to you. Folks, if you go to anybody who said he wants to do soul travel for you and he or she mixes concoctions or anything for you to drink, don't drink. That person is a fake person. And I said this with that fear of favor. Again, if you go anyone who claim to be a soul travel actor and they try to mix concoction and stuff for you to drink, don't drink it. tell them, I, Nufialaga, I said they are fake. Now let me touch on ancestral veneration as well. I'll come back to the to the soul travel thing. You see, in African knowledge system, there are ceremonies, there are rites for birth and death. Ceremonies are there, rituals. When a child is born, there are all these things that we do. Adulthood initiations. You must know your clan rules and rules and regulations. Things that you do not need to consume in your clan. Things that you're not supposed to eat or even touch from your clan. Most people are being destroyed because they don't even know the totem of their clans and stuff. So we end up following people on social media who go to prepare soaps and other things that probably your clan you are not supposed to touch or use. And you see, you start using some of these soaps and they give you some kind of guidelines to do, and they end up messing up your life. We need to wake up, folks. Yes, let's proceed. So, in African spirituality, we have genuine systems our Asian fathers have put in place to access your soul. Never ya yo was if you want to call no che okla. So person friend will cry. If you want to call your chi, there are systems in place that our Asian fathers have put there together. We don't need to reinvent anything. Those who are reinventing the thing are those fake folks on TikTok, on social media, especially on TikTok. All those things are in place. We don't need to change or add anything. People have realized that people are waking up and they're coming back to their ancestral knowledge system. So people end up trying to play smart on them. Don't allow yourself to be fooled. Now, calling of soul. Hello, Asayoyo. Let me put it this way. Calling of sir and an ancestor. What are the laid down procedures that our Asian fathers have put there? If you want to call your soul, your sir, kota no che okla. So person will friend will cry. If you want to call your chi, which process do you go? Those mixing concoctions for you are liars, fake characters. Now, if you want to call yourself, sometimes you don't just get up. Hey, Godfather. There's one priest, young priest on TikTok with the name Godfather. You see, that young man is well experienced, and I respect the teachings he's doing. See, when your heart is pure, when you are chosen for this purpose, the energies themselves will pick you up. They will make you great. Forget about the age. This young priest called on social media name is Godfather on TikTok. I respect him a lot. He doesn't only come to do stuff, perform rituals, cleansing. No. He responds to questions. He responds to questions and he educates, he teaches in our local language. That is how our ancient fathers were doing it. Yes, Godfather, salute you, man. Keep the good work up. So, now if you want to speak to your sir, your chi, your kla, your kra, sometimes it just don't happen like that. Something might worry you spiritually, and you may decide to go and do some spiritual diagnostics. Navakafa. So, Fa priest is the first point of contact. Is the first point of contact to get to the process of calling your sir, your chi, and everything. For instance, let's assume something is disturbing me, and I feel within me that it is spiritual. Now, when you are there and you feel like something is wrong with you spiritual, or something within is telling you something is really wrong with you spiritually, the first point of contact is Fa priest, Boko. They would do, and it's not every Boko is Boko. They would do the spiritual diagnosis, wakafana. So during the fakaka, during the divination, if the priest identify your sa or chi, your kla, within the divination or within the cosmic state, during the divination, he will tell you that your kla, your chi, your sa is talking here. Now, if the priest is not greedy and are not after your money, he will tell you that after your divination, go and call your sa, ye, navayo wusa. So there you go to, because the Boko have their limits. That is a Sayoyo too, is a different area. And those who would invoke or call, let me not use the word invoke, call yourself for you. In our local parlance, we call them Amagashi or Amagashio, alo Avoyito, alo Ahoyolao. And the same people are the people to, if you want to call your spirit, the spirit of your ancestor, any ancestor, you can go to them and they will call the spirit. They will call your spirit of your ancestors, and you will speak. They will speak to you, and you will hear them speaking. And those we call Amagashi, or Amagashu, or Avoyito, Alokoyolawa. These people go under training for over 10, 15 years. Trust me. And the energy they use is called Tobi Mama Manyiba Namilo. It's called Mama Agbevu. Agbevu. That is not why we are here, to talk about the spirit, no. I'm here to take you to the process you can call your soul. You can go for your soul to be properly called for you. Not all those who are mixing those concoctions and lies for you to drink. So you understand? So when you go to them, because these people are trained, they are not, it's an area where it's not everybody can just get up and just start, no. And most of these folks who are doing that are people who are from 50 years going, very mature, who have gone through the process. They have to understand it for years. Even after understanding and they are okay to practice, they still provide service for their teachers. And when they are out, they get the blessings of their teachers or madams. These are the people who call your soul, who can call your soul for you. So calling is not that fake things people are doing. No, it's a deep system. So the first point of contact of soul calling is through the Boko. Through the divination, the Boko will see something. And probably you see yourself. For me, I went through it. During my research, works up and down. And I went to do divination. And my son or my soul appeared in it. So I have to go and summon him at the Amagashibo Alokoyola. And we went. Someone came, we have a conversation. Spoke in my language for me to understand. No third-party translation. Except if some words are heavy for me, then the priestesses will come in to break it down. Yes, Larry, welcome. Wisdom. You understand? And my son was like, hey, Majiba Manoniplo. My son requested that he want to stay with me. I should fashion him. I should carve him. Because me, I'm a warrior king from my spiritual world. I come to this dimension depend on what is there to be done. And this is my sixth year rebirth on this planet. I know myself. So nobody can fool me. The last one I came as a Vafiaga, a warrior king. So they have to carve my Asa like a warrior and a king, sitting down with his people under the, how do you call it, the umbrella or whatever, with my knife. My Jonyesa will let Bonye. And once I did that, the universe started to open. Yes. At any time, sometimes things are difficult. I go to my Asa before him and I make some prayers. Before the night will go, I laugh, I smile. Not that fake things they are doing for you guys. We are the priesthood nation. Our ancient fathers carried this knowledge system about Queen Sophia to the four corners of the world. And nobody can do it better than us. You may like me or dislike me, but this is the genuine, the authentic truth. Yes. So, and even Nyese Jojoma, to carve my destiny, my Asa himself describe the type of wood, the type of materials that should be used, and what and which Amagashi is supposed to do it for me. Sometimes we go do divination, they say do a fan, you never will fan. But because of greed, instead of the Bokosh, you find out that is he the one who's supposed to do the fan for you, or find out what the other priests do. But because of money, they will do it for you. And sometimes people do their fan, people do their initiation, and things even get worse for them because the person who did for them, maybe they are not supposed to do that for you. Let me na fa kaga de no wo fa na mi bia. Buddy, bokoma kai ka wana wa yo leba wa ofia a fa na wa. Leba awa. Wa bia fa. A me o leba wa fa na wa fa ya do gwa yo. They will identify, they keep mentioning name to identify the person. And when you go there to do the farm, the person does the farm for you or does the mamif, whatever it is, he touch it for you, because that is who the universe have chosen to do that for you. So your path will be as white as a dove, white dove. There's so much rot into the system. And as we condemn Abrahamic religions like Christianity, Judaism, Islamic religion, we need to cleanse our own houses too. Yes, I have a lot of questions coming that how would one know the Boko is genuine and all that? Don't worry, we'll get to that. It is difficult, but there are so many good ones out there. Most of the time, people get in touch with me and they want me. You see, I'm a farmer and I do a lot of things because I have mouths to feed. I have families to take care of. There are many people, a lot of people who are looking up to me. So when you consult me to do your spiritual work for you, sometimes when I want to connect you to a priest and you said, I have to be involved. When I move, I spend my whole day. My time, my energy is gone. And it's not for free. if you want me to head any spiritual work for you, I have my team of priests and priestesses. My hunomaptobok, I have them that I work with. And if you demand for my service, folks, it's not for free. Fuel, among other stuffs. So I hope you understand. So let me proceed. So this Amagashi, alo Koyola, alo Avoyito, they have the power to summon or call your sir. Alo, they call, yes, a sir for you. So all those who are mixing